Welcome back to Danny's Maths Hub. I do hope you enjoyed that investigation, and if you did, hit the subscribe button. So let's go through the answers. I recommended starting at 40p, because at 40p you can see you get 1. There's only one way you can put it all in, the 4 10p's. Then you get to 50, there's two ways even, because you put the 50p in or the 5 tenths. And then the 60 we'd already explained, there was 3. Then went up to 4, 5, 6. Now I did say don't stop at 90p, because once you get up to £1, you'll see there's 8 ways. So now I think a lot of people would have got to 90p and then just thought, oh, for £1 it must have been 1 more, 7, when it wasn't, it was 8. Now then it would have changed again at a certain point. And if you managed to find out what that certain point was, then you might have been able to find the formula. This is another form of the Fibonacci sequence. But in this case, we're not adding the 2 terms before, we're actually adding the term before and the term 5 before. So for instance, to get £1 which had 8 ways, we were adding 90p where there were 6 ways and 50p where there was 2 ways. That added together to give us 8, and 50 was 5 before £1. So then as you would have carried on, you'd have seen your numbers would have been changing ever so slightly differently. Again, it wouldn't have carried on going up in ones, because what we were doing, we were adding the previous term to the term 5 previous. That was a really, really tricky one, and if you managed to find that, that is really, really good. Well done, especially because you would have had to have gone on for quite a while before you'd have found that pattern. And the way we could represent this information is like this, saying that f of n, so our current amount, is equal to the previous amount, so f of n minus 1, plus f of n minus 5, so the one 5 before. Again, there are a few ways you could have written this out, and this is just how I've decided to write it out. If you've got that, that's really, really good. Now, if you're watching this video as a series of 5 lessons, so this is now coming to the end of our week of investigations, next week we're going to be looking at sequences and how we can actually find these formulas without just continuously writing out until we find a pattern. So this week has all been about finding sequences in one way, and next week we're going to look at how we can find sequences in a slightly quicker way using something called the nth term. I do hope you've enjoyed these investigations, or if you're just someone just taking part in these investigations as a one-off, do please click the links below and it will take you to my page where there's lots of other different investigations you can get on with, or there's a link to the sequences series of lessons as well if you wish to move on to look at the sequences as well. Whatever the reason is, please do hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying it, and until the next video, stay safe and enjoy.